Koh Samui is one of the most talked about islands in Thailand, and in 2026, even more people are going to be looking it up, especially with everything that's going on in the Gulf Islands right now. Samui sits on the east coast of southern Thailand in the Gulf of Thailand, not too far from the mainland town of Surat Thani. It's one of the bigger islands you'll see on a Thailand map, and it's easy to reach by a flight or a short ferry from the mainland. After spending 4 days in Koh Samui, I think some people are gonna book it with the wrong expectations. Wasim and I flew from Bangkok to Koh Samui, stayed near Mae Nam, rented a scooter, and explored different parts of the island, and try to understand whether Samui is actually worth adding to a Thailand itinerary in 2026. And my honest answer is yes, Koh Samui can be worth visiting, but only for the right kind of trip. If you want an island with lots of accommodations, restaurants, cafes, beach clubs, and easy tourist infrastructure, Koh Samui can work really well. But if you're looking for quiet beaches everywhere, low prices, a strong local atmosphere, and the kind of Thailand experience that doesn't feel heavily shaped around tourists, Koh Samui may not be the best fit. For us, where we stayed actually worked out really well, but only because we had a scooter. And Mae Nam was quieter, which we liked, and we could still go to Fisherman's Village pretty easily. If we didn't have transport though, I think it would have been so frustrating. That's kind of the thing with Samui. Your experience depends a lot on how you set it up. If you stay in Chaweng, everything is right there. There's restaurants, nightlife, beach. Fisherman's Village is a bit more relaxed, but still convenient. Mae Nam is quieter, but you need to be able to move around. So there's no best area. It just depends on how you want to schedule your days. Getting around is something you should think about before you even book. We rented a scooter for 250 baht a day, and honestly, it made the trip way better. We could just go wherever we wanted, stop randomly, not overthink it. But at the same time, I wouldn't tell everyone to do that. We actually saw an accident happen right in front of us. Someone without a helmet crashed into a songtao, and it kind of changes how you look at things after that. So if you already know how to ride and you're confident, it's great. If you're not, you shouldn't force it. Just stay somewhere walkable and accept the extra cost. Cost-wise, Samui sits in the weird middle. It's not crazy expensive, but it's also not cheap in the way that people expect Thailand to be. We were spending around $75 to $85 a day as a couple. Some meals were really good value, others felt kind of overpriced for what they were. And that kept happening enough that we started noticing it. So yeah, you can do Samui on a reasonable budget, but you do have to be a bit more intentional. The beaches were probably the biggest reality check for us. They weren't consistently as nice as we expected. Some were nice, some were just okay, and some had trash, were crowded. And what surprised me was how normal it seemed to people in certain areas. Also, the weather made a big difference. When it was sunny, everything looked great. When it wasn't, the same places felt completely different. So if you're coming here mainly for beaches, I wouldn't just book the island and hope for the best. The specific beach you stay near matters a lot. Food was similar. There's a lot of it. Cafes, markets, restaurants, everywhere. And we did have some meals we really liked, especially smaller, more local places. But you also had quite a few where it was just okay, just not worth what we paid. So I wouldn't say Samui is a food destination per se. It's more like you have options, you just have to find the good ones. One thing that stood out pretty quickly is how tourist-focused the island is. In a lot of areas, you're mostly surrounded by other travelers. Menus are in English everywhere. There are tons of international cafes. There's beach clubs, wellness places. Again, not a bad thing. It makes everything easy. But if you're expecting that strong local Thai atmosphere in the main areas, it's just not really like that. That being said, we did enjoy parts of Samui, and having the scooter gave us a lot of freedom, and there's actually a lot of variety on the island. Beaches, viewpoints, markets, and cafes, you can fit a lot in a few days, but the best day we had was when we stopped trying to do too much. Our boat trip got canceled because of weather, so we just stayed near one beach, got smoothies, and just kept things simple. And that actually ended up being our favorite day. So I think Samui works better when you slow it down a bit. I think the main issue for us wasn't that Samui was bad, it just didn't match what we had in our heads before going, right? We expected cleaner beaches overall, better value food, and a bit more of a local feel. Instead, it was more touristy and the beaches didn't hold up to our expectations. A lot of people compare it to Phuket, and yeah, Samui is smaller and a bit easier to manage, but it's not the opposite of Phuket. You still get traffic, crowds, and tourist pricing. After this, we went to Koh Phangan, and that felt completely different. I'll talk about it in an upcoming video because they're really not the same kind of trip. In the next video, I'll break down exactly what we did in Koh Samui, what was worth it, what we'd skip, and what I'd do differently if I went back.